Chris, this is story time.
Who am I talking to? Zach?
The kids.
Explain Zach's childbirth.
Zach, come here and I'll explain how babies work.
Explain how we ended up with this mistake.
We?
So your parents' names.
Susan and Jonathan.
So Susan and Jonathan.
You've known them 10 years.
I know. They don't.
Oh, okay.
Susan and Jonathan, one night, they decided to put on some music.
What was it, Chris?
They put on a disco song. What's that one that John Travolta sings?
Staying Alive.
Staying Alive. They put on Staying Alive. And then they laid in bed together and they held hands. And then they took off their clothes.
Staying Alive.
Yeah. They took their clothes off. And then what they did is they kissed. They kissed
Where?
with their mouths. And then
It's not a place.
they kissed each other's mouths, and then they put each other's mouths on each other's organs. And that was a warm up, Zach.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I would like it if you'd be more descriptive.
Okay.
Point a mic at Zach.
More descriptive. So what you did was your mom, she put, I know your parents. I don't want to say this. What have I done?
You're in too deep.
He needs to know.
All right. So
So
then
was your dad.
your mom, she put your dad's penis in her vagina. And and then put it in and out a lot to build excitement. And then eventually your dad got really excited, and there was an explosion.
An explosion of what, Chris?
I was hoping for an eruption.
So there's this thing called like man juice, and it came out of your dad.
Where did it come out to?
I don't want to.
I'm just kidding.
From the bottom?
From the bottom, yeah.
From the bottom to
Of-
the top?
From the bottom of his penis to the top of his penis, it all came out. And then what happened was this stuff, there were little men inside of it with tails. And these little men, they swim up inside your mom.
I'm a good swimmer.
The best.
And so then they found this thing called the egg.
Like an omelet?
Mostly. And then so the sperm dive bombed it and like started ramming it.
Like a kamikaze. Like they were just like no holds barred. Like, oh, this is our last shot. We got to take a shot at this egg.
Yeah, that's pretty much how
That
it
makes
went.
sense. That makes sense.
And then so eventually they broke through the defenses. One did.
Oh, just like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, and his photon torpedo, it was just like shooting womp rats back home, and it made it through. Yeah, and it made it through, and it made another explosion, an explosion of life. And that's
Okay.
and so then this explosion of life grew. And then it started growing faces, or just one face. It grew a face.
Wait,
This explosion of life started growing arms, and then it started growing legs,
it didn't finish.
and then this explosion of life started being able to like open its eyes.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
And then once about 7 months later.
7 months. Yep, that's right.
About 7 months later, this explosion of life came knocking
Knocking where?
out of a vagina. And
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's baby, let me out of your vagina.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then so the baby popped out, which the baby was you.
Yeah.
And this baby, it had to have its umbilical cord cut.
No, I still have mine.
And then this little baby, it grew up into you.
Thank you, Chris. It all makes sense now.
So that's how babies are made.
Hey!
You went all the way to adulthood. That's how 30-year-olds who are regretting coming here are made.
Can we make that into a child's book?
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Chris.
Thank
Can
you.
we get LeVar Burton to read that next year?
All right.
If anybody wants to illustrate
Yeah.
Chris's what he's just said, that would be wonderful if we could just have some pictures, because I'm having trouble picturing it, especially with my dad's penis and mom's vagina part. So, thanks, Chris.
Chris, you're sweating profusely.
Why are you more embarrassed about this than I am, Chris?
I
Because
don't know.
Chris was there. He was there and he saw it.
Taking all those pictures.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so we had a